Freedom is such a paradox to me. Because the day our country got its freedom is the day that I have none. Attendance is mandatory, and so is the march past, wearing the uniform and saluting the flag. None of that seems up to me. In fact, when this is all compulsory, how am I free? Those were my notions of freedom, my city-bred, privileged self wallowing in self-pity at not being able to sleep in on a holiday, complaining that my freedom had thus been taken away. Until I happened to meet this boy. He was about my age, told me a story I won't ever forget. That story made an impact on my ideas of freedom, of liberty, of life. His story was simple and was simply told of his amma's warm hugs and hot meals, watching his appa as he worked the fields, the rain kissing his face before it drenched the parched earth, of green fields, of blue skies, of freedom. As a city-bred kid, it didn't mean much to me, except the colors would make great for Instagram copy. But then he went on to talk about how one year a tearless earth looked at a cloudless sky. And his amma and appa sold their land, but it wasn't enough. And so they sold themselves into bonded labor just to put food on his table. They shielded his little heart, but in vain, for his little eyes saw their pain. Until one day their master set eyes on him, decided his lunch would no longer be free. And so with his little hands bricks he fetched. If not, he would feel the whip against his flesh. You see, corporal punishment is banned in school. If anyone laid a finger on me, I knew I could call the police. So I could only try to imagine what it might feel like if a whip cracked across my back. But I couldn't. I couldn't imagine the never-ending lashes just to stack a rack of bricks, mix the cement as the clock tick. But he had lived that life, not knowing if it would ever end. All he wanted to be was free, free from the pain as he had seen kids before him set free. Hunger and pain taking their toll until they rested their heads to rise. No more. He was one of the fortunate ones. For one day the door swung wide open and they found him, huddled away with dozens others. They sent him away to heal and mend. 6 months later, he's over the bend. Now, he attends events like these, tells his stories to kids like me who complain that we have no freedom. Thank you.